Hi everybody, it is Wednesday and I'm on here to do my message for what Spirit wants you to know, my pick a card reading for that. By the way, I'm Laura. I'm with Butterfly Insights, and if you need a full personal reading with me, please catch me on Facebook at facebook.com/Butterfly Insight or go to my website butterflyinsight.net. But right now I'm going to do what I'm going to be doing every Wednesday. Usually I'll do this on Wednesday morning. Today my morning had some interruptions, and so I'm doing that this evening. But also I usually set up my camera so that you're looking down at my cards, but I just don't have the time, and I wanted to get you this message today because I feel like Spirit really has some things for you to know. So I'm going to pull some tarot cards for each pile. There's going to be 3 stacks of cards, and I'm using 4 different decks for my stacks today. I have my Mystic Dreamers Tarot deck, and I have my this is my Soul's Journey deck. Now my Soul's Journey deck is really good for helping me to find what you need to work on emotionally, and also what energy centers may need to be cleared in you, what kind of healing you might need. And I am a Reiki master in Kundalini Reiki, and I am a level 2 Reiki practitioner in both Angel Key Reiki and Usui Reiki. So if you need some healing, let me know. I am here. You can contact me at my website or Facebook for that healing. And I am now grabbing a card for each pile out of my Work Your Light deck. And my Work Your Light deck is very much a deck that's connected to your soul and where your soul's at and what you're going through in that area. And sometimes it's really related to life circumstances, but it's a soul deck. So finally, I'm going to pull a card from my Mystical Shaman Oracle deck for each of these. This is my newest deck, and what this is there are symbols, and they don't look like symbols, they look like just things that we're familiar with, but they're considered symbols from ancient times all over the world, and they have different meanings. And so for each card there is, I'm going to read out of the book, there is an essence of what that symbol means, and then there is a way to address whether it's upright or reversed. It's either an invitation or it's medicine, and so I will read those 2 as well. So, organizing my decks here. And I'm going to take my phone and I'm going to show you these so that you can pick which one that you are drawn to. So I have my first one here. Number 1 has my clear quartz. Number 2 has the labradorite wand. And number 3 has the feather. 1, clear quartz. 2, labradorite wand. 3, feather. So whichever one of those that you were drawn to, that's your stack. That's what Spirit needs you to know. So first I'm going to grab number 1 that had the clear quartz. I thought I only grabbed, no I did, I grabbed 3 tarots each. So I have Tower, Justice, and the Devil have come up for me. The Tower card, something is about to turn completely around in your life. If it hasn't already started this way, it's going to feel like your world's just being ripped apart, turned upside down, but it's turning things around for you, and it's meant to be. It's meant to be because the Justice card came up here. It's karmic. This is planned. This is something that you intended. Your soul did before you came here in this incarnation. This is for good. This is going to help you. So it's going to help you release things that don't serve you right now, things that are bad habits, things that are people that may be having addictive problems, that may be abusive to you, all of those things. It's going to help you release those because they need to leave your life. That's really important. So out of my my Soul's Journey deck, I got Perseverance. I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. It's time to persevere right now. And this is indicating a crown chakra cleansing. You need to be very connected to spirit right now, to hear your higher self, to hear your inner voice, to tell you what and when to release, and what's okay, that things are changing, you know, how that's going to be okay for you. So if you want me to help you to clear that, let me know, because you need to have that connection and that clarity in that chakra center in order to receive what you need to persevere and push through what's about to be a really difficult time. And then I got, out of my Work Your Light deck, I got Don't Dim to Fit In. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? Don't do it anymore. It may be something that you've done once in a while, quite a bit really, and I feel like it's something that you don't always realize that you're doing. You're just trying to be normal, you're trying to go with, you know, what you should be doing around people, but it's time to shine. It's time to let the inner you that you haven't fully let out yet completely out, and she's going to push her way out, or he is going to push his way out. So then I have the Time Master reversed. So that makes it a medicine card for you, which makes sense to have a medicine card with this reading. So I'm going to pull open my book and read you what that is all about. Okay, so the essence of this card is: time is a construct of the human mind through which life events seem to flow in a straight line from past to future. This, however, is an illusion. Time moves in patterns, fractals, sometimes turning like a wheel and other times moving straight as an arrow. Humans see time like a ticking clock, and this image reminds us that there is only so much of it to spend in life. Like a kind of currency, in any given moment, you see time in all its infinite potential, once vast and all-encompassing, and then shrunken and finite. It depends on our perspective. And I really feel, when I look at this Tower card for you guys, that you're feeling like cloud pressure. And it's going to be more of a pressure as this life change occurs. And just know that the past, the present, and the future, all of them are happening simultaneously. It can be very hard concept to begin to understand, but as you go through different levels of ascension and awakening and listening to your higher self more gets you there, then you start to understand this concept. And just like it's talking about time not being a limited thing because of the real nature of it, money, or currency as it mentioned in here, is also not a limited thing. Abundance is not a limited thing. Abundance is a frequency. Okay? And when you align your frequency with that of abundance, it will be flowing to you. There's no limit to it. A lot of people talk about people that are greedy and hoarding all the money. It's unlimited. There isn't a limit. So it doesn't matter if so-and-so over here has a bunch of money. You can have what you need to. It's just a matter of getting in line with the frequency of it. So now I'm going to read to you what this card means as a medicine. Sometimes it appears that you are running out of time. You worry that you won't get what you want or need. Everything gets stuck like logjam. This is only in your mind. Time expands and contracts according to the ability of the mindful and observant. Fully engaged in your now, it's time to release the story of your past. There's the releasing I talked about. Equally, it's time to release your need to know the details of the future. All the treasure magically reveals itself when you remain relaxed and present to what is directly in front of you and nothing else. And then you realize you have all the time out in the world and you'll never run out of it. So that was number 1. Now I'm going to read number 2 that had the labradorite on it. Wow. Okay, so I have the 5 of Pentacles coming up reversed for me. and then the Four of Swords, and then the Ten of Cups. So here's the Five of Pence reversed. Now usually when I pull a Five of Pence and it's upright, it's indicating some kind of financial loss or a fear thereof. This is reversed. So this is either a heavy warning in that direction, or it's don't worry about it because it's not going to happen. And I really feel that that's what this is saying. Don't worry about it. It's going to be okay. You don't need to stress about financial loss. You don't need to worry about losing everything. What you do need to do, according to the Four of Swords, is take some time. Take a truce. Contemplate. Get away for a weekend if you can, or just lock yourself in your house and don't answer your phone for a day or two. You need a break. You need to listen to your inner voice. You need to calm down. You need to sort things through so that you know that everything's going to be okay, because this is what the future holds. Ten of Cups. This is the happy card, the happy family card, the completion of everything that would make your heart feel complete. That's what this card is. So you just need to get in touch with yourself to get to here. And don't worry that you're going to be losing everything. Even if you've recently had some loss, which you may have, and that may be why you're so worried about it. Things are going to be okay. You're going to find the way as long as you do your introspection, okay? So then I have forgiveness. And there's a solar plexus energy here with this card that needs to be cleared. I feel like, or not just solar plexus, I meant to say sacral chakra, but I feel solar plexus too. It's not indicated, but I'm feeling that with this whole reading so far. Both solar plexus and sacral chakra clearings. So let me know if you want to do that and see how that helps you out. But it says forgiveness. I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. So that's an important card, and I feel like I need to read in the book because I feel like there are some people that are going to need more than just that. You can never flow with your natural energy of love unless you release the negative energy of hate, anger, intolerance, or blame. Every soul in your path has free will, and you have no control over that. What you do have is control over how you will react to the manifestation of others' free will. Holding on to the negative energy will strengthen karmic cycles, and forgiveness can break that pattern. The most important person you must learn to forgive is always yourself. Blaming yourself for failures blocks the natural flow of love, which will attract all good things into your life. Time to do some forgiving. And I know some of you out there are saying, I don't have anyone to forgive. I'm okay. I did some forgiving of myself. Everything's good. This wouldn't have come up if that were 100% true. And what it just means is you haven't seen it yet. You haven't found it. Sit down and do your contemplation. Do your time out that you need so you can find out what that is. Do a little journaling. Maybe just do a little self-video for yourself. Whatever it takes to find what it could be, because there's something. And if you're talking to people and somebody triggers you, makes you angry, that's a good place to start. Find out why that makes you angry. It's not about them at all. It's about something going on inside of you. So then I got break the chain, ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future. And that's what forgiveness was just talking about. Breaking the cycle, breaking that karmic cycle, healing those old patterns, doing something new now. That's what that's all about. So you need that time out. You need that little mini vacation. You really, really do. If you can, I would go on a dream quest. I would go somewhere else, away from home, someplace where you just need the minimal amount of food and water to get by and just really focus on your inner voice, because you need to find what patterns you've been living that aren't serving you anymore. Maybe things that have been passed down through your family generations that you can now break the chain of. So then I get the crow, and it is upright. That's an invitation card. So I'm going to pull open my book on that. The crow is the keeper of universal law, the law of truth. Crow teaches us to walk our talk, to find congruence between who we say we are and who we really know ourselves to be. This winged one insists that we speak truth, that we create truth instead of searching for it, and that we bring truth to every situation we find ourselves in. It's time to be honest with yourself right now, more than anything. So here's your invitation. When you speak the truth, practice the truth, eventually everything you say becomes true. Your power to co-create with the truth is universal law. Correct what is untrue in your life without judgment. Let the truth set you free. You can turn around what you are creating in your life simply by what you're speaking and how true that is. So now I'm going to read from the third stack of cards, which was with the feather. Okay, so we got Ace of Wands, something new, new idea, exciting idea, energy in this idea, kind of perks you up, makes you light up a little bit. Maybe you don't think it could possibly happen. It could, or the idea wouldn't have come to you. Three of Wands. This can grow quickly into something. It's going to skip steps. It'll move forward. So look into the future at what this could be and start taking steps, because the minute you start taking steps, it will grow into something. Six of Swords. This one, there's a couple things going on in this reading. This card is about moving away from stormy waters. So whatever's not serving you, go away from it. Don't just end it or set it aside. It's gone. Go away. Travel away from it. This could indicate travel by water or, travel over the ocean. But you need to move away in whatever way you possibly can, in a huge way, whatever it is that wasn't serving you, and grow that new idea. Those are the two things happening with this reading. So now I go to the Soul's Journey deck and I get empathy. So there's two areas that I'm feeling with this. It's chakra-wise. I'm feeling the crown chakra, connecting to spirit. I'm also feeling the, a little bit the third eye too, the intuition, because your intuition will guide you on what steps to make for this new thing. And your intuition will guide you in just the right way to move away from what isn't serving you. And then there's a little bit of root chakra here too, just feeling grounded, feeling solid within yourself. And so you may need some clearing in one or all three of those areas. It says, so I'm going to read a little out of the book on this empathy card too, because this has some good things in there that will really help. You don't truly understand others' motivations if you haven't lived their lives or seen the world through their eyes. It is so easy to judge another's behavior matched up against your own and label it as right or wrong. And people, this could be talking about the most narcissistic, crazy people. Still, hear this. But you're missing an important part of the equation, the other person's history and personal path. We are all sparks of the divine, all of us, with a purpose here in the physical dimension, and we can all exert our free will. Some of us had lost our way along the path to love, and it is a human reaction to judge others before examining the journey through their eyes and with compassion. Your job is not to judge. Your job is to love and to understand. I'm not talking about romantic love here, although that may apply to you right now. I'm talking about love, the essence of creation, the essence of life, the basis of all things good, okay? That kind of love. So the next card is out of my Work Your Light deck, the Crumbling. What are you clinging on to? It is time to move away from it. You got that? This is very clear. Get rid of it. Go away from it. Let it crumble away out of your life. Let them crumble away out of your life. Let go now. Let go now. The lower world. The lower world. I have not pulled this one yet. I've pulled almost every card out of this deck, even though it's new, because I do a lot of readings all the time. but I haven't pulled this one yet. Let me read this. Here's the essence of the card. The lower world holds the hidden treasures of humanity. It is a place of rich and fruitful darkness where we can find the disowned parts of ourselves and the abandoned aspects of our psyches. The lower world is a place of our ancestors, where we discover gifts and lessons from the past. It is a realm of the collective unconscious. Here we can meet our demons and transform them into pure energy, our source of true power. Okay? So it is upright. That means it is an invitation. So it is time to unearth your hidden treasures. Do not make yourself small in order for others to accept or like you. Bring out gems and precious stones that you have kept inside your heart, hidden from even yourself. It is time to honor your past and recast your life as a heroic quest. As you journey into the lower world, you will be offered the gifts of your ancestors. The struggles, the way they hurt, the way they lived, the way they died, will become blessings. So that was for you, number 3s. And that was the end of my What Does Spirit Need for You to Know Right Now reading for Wednesday. Leave me in the comments any suggestions, any thoughts. I appreciate all of them so much. And I do hope that this has brought you what you needed to hear and that you heard it. Because I know I'm bringing you what Spirit needs you to hear. It's just a matter of hearing it. Sometimes that can be the challenge. So if you didn't hear that today, you might come back and watch this later. Please share this, like and subscribe, and if you will click on the little bell on here, then you will receive notifications when I put out future videos. And I'm going like I said on Monday mornings, I'm doing a card of the week. And on Wednesdays, I'm doing what Spirit wants you to know, pick a card reading. And then on Saturdays, in the afternoon, I will be doing the pick a card for a different question every week. So I'm open to all suggestions on what questions you would like answered on that day as well. Reach me on my website or Facebook if you need me. And I hope that everybody has a beautiful evening. Love and light.